If you're someone who's looking for quick results, you might not be a happy San Antonio Spurs fan for the next year or two. But if you're the patient type, you should be ecstatic. With their latest blockbuster deal of DeJounte Murray to the Atlanta Hawks, San Antonio added 3 more first-round picks, with 2 of them being unprotected. They also added a 2026 pick swap to their collection. Now that Greg Popovich's squad is facing a bottom 6 finish in the NBA and likely lower this season, their rapid accumulation of picks will start paying off next offseason and beyond. And their drafting prowess will be put to the ultimate test throughout the 2020s. The Spurs also have $37 million in cap room and expiring contracts that could entice other teams. And the Spurs currently own 9 first-round draft picks over the next 5 seasons, so the Spurs can certainly become very interesting in the future, considering how the organization has drafted in the past. You look at their current draft, and the Spurs did a great job of bringing in some good young talent. Before we continue on with this video, if you can drop a like and subscribe to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Spurs fans, come through if you want to see more Spurs content. Make sure you guys hit that bell to stay notified on all the NBA content that I post this offseason. So you look at the Spurs 2022 NBA draft, and they had some great selections. At number 9, they selected Jeremy Sohan from Baylor. At number 20, they selected Malachi Branham from Ohio State. At number 25, they selected Blake Wesley from Notre Dame. They did draft Kennedy Chandler at number 38, but they did trade him to Memphis. So you look at Sohan. He's already caused a lot of attention with his latest viral clip about Westbrook. If you haven't seen it, here it is.
Oh, Russell Westbrook get him a lot. Bricks.
Oh, no.
Put down there. Scoring triple-double. Yeah.
But when it comes to on the court, he has an excellent motor and hustle with the ability to guard all positions 1 through 5. He should be able to give San Antonio a spark on the defensive side of the ball. Sohan also brings a relentless drive, crashing the boards, which will be the key in generating second chance opportunities for the Spurs. You look at Branham, he is a polished score first guard and his strengths revolved around shot creation and off-ball movement. And then Blake Wesley, he might be a raw prospect, but his long wingspan makes him a great addition as he can be an impact player on the defensive end as well. He's fast and explosive and can provide high energy from off the bench. To get Blake Wesley at number 25 is phenomenal value for the Spurs. All of these picks were B+ to A+ picks for the San Antonio Spurs. Then you look at what the Spurs did this offseason. They brought back 22-year-old forward Keldon Johnson, who looks to be a part of the Spurs' grand rebuild. Bringing back a player of Johnson's caliber is certainly a step in building a team that will thrive in the future. Brian Wright talked about the Spurs' long-term plans, and this is what he had to say. There's a lot of youth, but a lot of opportunity for growth. We started 4 19-year-olds on the Summer League roster, and they all have tremendous upside. We have a roster that's very versatile, and that's what we're looking to build: size, versatility, and knowing how to play. Close quote. Now, the most important thing Wright touched on with his answer is how the Spurs have multiple paths to rebuild efficiency. He said this: with cap flexibility and the draft picks that we've acquired over the last year, there's a lot of excitement around that and watching this group grow together over the next few years, close quote. So what does the future hold for the San Antonio Spurs? You look at the Spurs, they are a small market team that almost never attracts big name free agents. So, given that hand, the Spurs have essentially no choice but to build through the draft and trades. Their decision to move on from Murray was a tough one, but it was a necessary one to ensure that the Spurs get as many shots as possible at the draft in the near future. The good news for San Antonio Spurs fans is now this team is loaded with draft picks that'll help them find that next star. As they did in 1997, the Spurs will have to rely on the development of their promising talent and the addition of a special player or two to get back to where they want to be. The Spurs did it before, and they can do it again. That special player could be Victor Wembanyama, who the Spurs and many other tanking teams will eye for next year's draft. San Antonio didn't have a dynasty-type run from 1999 to 2008 by thinking short-term. It didn't rebound to win the title again in 2014 or earn 21 consecutive playoff appearances by being short-sighted. Led by RC Buford and Popovich, it's always been about thinking to the future. The opportunity is now for San Antonio as they put themselves in a position to land a generational prospect. As you look at Victor Wembanyama, he is looking to be the best prospect since LeBron James. Only 4 years separated Wembanyama from being the #1 overall pick in the 2022 NBA Draft. The French super prospect was born on January 4, 2004, just missing the age cutoff for the international eligibility. Wembanyama has the length, skills, and athleticism to play the sport. He is listed at a whopping 7'2", 230 pounds with a 7'9" wingspan. He has exceptional mobility for his size and has a level of agility and flexibility that is startling to see for someone with his frame. He has flashed a serious amount of skill too, regularly splashing three-pointers, throwing eye-popping passes, and finishing plays way above the rim on both ends. The last prospect this big, this fluid, and this comfortable with the ball in his hands might be a young Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Wembanyama can be anything he wants. He's going to be an incredible rim protector on defense and lob threat on offense, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. He's already taking and making three-pointers off movement. He's moving the ball quickly on the perimeter as a passer, and he is just sensational on defense with his threat of his shot blocking. Wembanyama is just 18 years old, but he's already been showing out against pros in France's top pro league and in the prestigious EuroLeague for multiple seasons. This is everything you need to know about why teams are willing to sacrifice everything for his entrance in the 2023 NBA Draft. And this is a tweet that perfectly summarizes where the Spurs could be headed. The San Antonio Spurs, 1996 playoffs, Admiral breaks foot. 1997, they had a record of 20-62, and then in the 1997 draft, they drafted the face of their franchise in Tim Duncan. Could this follow the same trend from 2022 to 2023? We'll find out. But if the Spurs are in fact able to land Victor Wembanyama, and that is a big if, that would put them on the right track. But either way, the Spurs have been able to turn their franchise around before, and odds are they will do it again. They got great basketball brain power, and they got a plethora of picks. So San Antonio Spurs fans, although the present looks doomed, the future is certainly bright with this team. The San Antonio Spurs are taking the long-term process of everything, but when it's all said and done, this is a team that will be looked at as a team that played chess and not checkers. Let me know what you think of the San Antonio Spurs' current and future plans, and let me know, Spurs fans, if you're optimistic about this team getting back to the top of the mountain. Again, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, plus ring the bell. If we could get the 27K, that would be greatly appreciated. And keep it locked and loaded on this channel for more NBA content. This is Luca Rosano signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.